Good morning, everybody. Toni Tessler here. Today we're going to do some cool stuff with some poinsettias. So I just want to, just need to get my video going. And looks like it is rolling. Okay, so if you are here, say hi. Hey, Gail. Hey, Cecilia. Yay. So yeah, if you're here, say hi. If you're on replay, do hashtag replay. So today, November 19th, I actually have to keep paying attention to the time because I have a webinar thing for one of my certifications at 12, but I think we're going to make it. Okay, so today, let's just jump in. I got a card in the mail, a nice card from my friend Sue, because I sent her something. Her dad passed, or her mom passed. Now I'm getting crazy. I can't remember. I think it's her mom. But such a cute idea. Just a designer paper, a little strip of a different pattern, and then cut a little greeting out and stamp that. I like it. That's a good idea. So thank you, Sue. Okay. So let's jump in with poinsettias. So I'm using the Poinsettia Petals dies mostly for everything today. And this is what I wanted to show you. This is all full of glitter, but when I'm cutting multiples of things, I did a quick video on this with the leaf set, but it applied here for the poinsettias too. I set them all on my Big Shot and then put a piece of press and seal over it. And I got these all lined up to where I just need a 6x6 piece of paper and it will cut all of these at once. So that's what I did. Hey, Sue. That's what I did for all the things that I cut. And then another thing, I don't know if you can tell, but it's kind of a bear lining these up every time. So I took my Zig Painty pen and I just made little, a hash mark across both so I know that that's how it lines up, because I'm not always going to keep it on this press and seal. But just a quick thing. I did do it with Sharpie at first, and for some reason, that did not want to dry, which was weird. So, Zig Painty pen to the rescue. Alright, so, and if you have dies, other ones that layer like this that might be hard to, eyeball and figure out, that's a good thing to do. So, and then you can see all the glitter stuck to this because most of what I cut out was glitter paper. I love it. Okay, let me put that away. And then I'm also using the greetings from the Poinsettia Petals. I didn't do so much with these bits today. I just wanted to do the die cuts and show you some cool different colors, because I've seen these poinsettias in so many colors and they're pretty. You can make them any color. It doesn't matter if they're that way in real life or not, Okay, so let me get this out of the way. And we're going to start with, so this top one, I actually cut, this was from a pack of glitter paper that we had from a celebration one a couple years ago. This is actually Sweet Sugar Plum. I only had a half a sheet left of this cardstock, so that's why I went ahead and made that one. I'm trying to look to see. Oh, I need my beaded pearls. I only have a couple of these left, so that's good. All right, let me pull all this stuff out. So in that pack also with the, Sweet Sugar Plum was this Bermuda Bay. And so that's the card that we're going to make first. And then I'll just show you like all the other bits and pieces that I cut out. I love these things. This red foil, this comes from the red and green foil pack. It really looks like lovely lipstick, and it does go perfectly. It matches with that, the Christmas paper that has like a gold side and then a gold and red foil in it. All right, wait, let me get all this back. Okay, so like I said, I cut these out with a 6x6 sheet. Now, you can save all the extra bits, like this part, if you want to cut stuff out later. But I really am not going to have a need for that. But I am going to save all these bits. So I haven't quite decided what to do with all of these little ones. So they're just going to get put off to the side for now. And then these, this little berries thing, I'm not quite sold on using these all in the same color. Like I like to mix them up with some vellum. But I will use these for something. And this will cut. So this is some of the old glitter paper that has like a plastic lining on the back. So that was a little thicker and trickier to get cut out. Excuse me. All right, now I'm going to put this away. Ooh, you see all that shed? That's one good thing about the new glitter paper is that it doesn't really shed like this. I got to get this out of here. Where's my brush? I mean, I like glitter, but come on. I'm trying to keep something nice here. All right, so we're going to start with getting all this glitter off of here. Ugh. So I've got Bermuda Bay cardstock, a white piece for the inside, a white piece that I have embossed with the Parisian Flourish folder. I believe that's what that is. Yeah, I really like that one a lot. And then a piece of vellum. This I'm just going to glue down here. Let me bring this one back in. Without it, it was, even though it's like a lot of white on white, it was still just a little too bare. And I wanted a little something extra. So, you know, we can only see it on these parts, but I think it adds something to it. So when you go to attach your poinsettias, like layer them up, some I'm going to glue, some I'm going to pop up with dimensionals. And that's what I'm going to do in this case. So I'm going to take my 3 pieces and I'm going to use the regular ones if I can. So on this layer, I'm going to go around all the petals. And I'm not worried about the fact that when I put this on here, I'm going to like turn it so they're not straight on top of each other. So I don't want it like this. I want it like this at an angle. All right, so let me stick that down. Now when you flip it over, some of your dimensionals are going to be sticky. That's fine. That's not going to hurt anything at all. All right, now this one I need the little ones. I need the minis. And I am running out. Looks like I got to cut these. I like to use all the edge pieces that I can. So Gail, I saw your video. I was at work last night and I saw it. I liked how you shared that, like how you come up with cards. I thought that was a good idea because some people really want to understand the process, you know? So that was good. All right, I'm going to put that there. And I mean, you see how much that really gives it extra dimension. And then I'm going to use liquid glue. You could use glue dots, but I just think with this beaded pearl is kind of heavy. I just want the extra adhesive from the liquid glue. Now I do have to go put that off to the side. So meanwhile, we'll get the rest of our card done. So I'm going to tape my inside piece. Yeah, you hardly do that anymore, but yep. Yeah, it is a good idea to show people how to look at something in the book and then make that transition to a card. I think it's helpful. I mean, any ideas help, right? All right, now I'm going to glue this on. And I forget the measurements, but I will add these to the YouTube when I get it posted to YouTube tomorrow. Because normally I cut it down like 3/16, but this time I want a little wider. because I wanted more of this color to pop out. All right, now vellum. Attaching vellum, I have never found anything that really works. So what I do is, it's not really attached on the edges. You can see here. I put the adhesive underneath the parts that you're not going to see. So that's all I do. And I can pretty much tell it's going to be like right here and then some right here. So I am going to, and this takes, this takes a minute to dry, to actually get stuck in place on the vellum. I think just because it doesn't absorb it. So I'm just going to have to hold this here for a few minutes. So yeah, between all my classes, I have used up most of this pack. Actually, I'm probably going to only have like 2 left. So that's good. I like getting something like that and using the whole thing. Hey, Virginia, you accidentally found this? Well, thanks. I'm glad you're here. That's funny. Yeah, I got your birthday thing in the mail. That should be at your house Saturday. It says expected delivery. Okay, so I'm still letting this bit dry some. So we're going to do the embossing. So I like this Merry Christmas, and I did it in silver just because I thought that looked good. Now see how this is curling? That's going to be fine, because actually I'm going to stick another, I might stick a glue dot behind here. We'll see. All right, this piece, let me measure, I think it's 7/8. Yep, 7/8 and 4 and something, 4 1/4. Yeah. So I've got my stamp, my embossing buddy, and Versamark ink. Oops. Yeah, this is, you're not going to believe how much glitter is everywhere. All right, and I want it over to the side because I am going to punch that. Oh, Virginia, good. Yeah, I love these die cuts. And you'll have to go back to the beginning because I showed you how I laid it out on my Big Shot and using the press and seal, and how to mark your dies so it's not a pain in the butt to try to figure out the layers, you know, the inside bits. All right, that looks a little crooked, but I'm going with it. No one's really going to notice but me. All right, let me funnel this back in. And for 1 minute, less than 1 minute, I'm going to heat this up. Actually, I'm doing a lot of embossing today, so. All right, let me get my gun. Quick enough. That wants to curl up. All right, now this, I'm going back to this banners, the Pick-a-Punch banner thing. This has pre-cuts or channels for 1 inch, 3/4 inch, and a 1/2 inch. So I'm doing 7/8 of an inch, so it's kind of a little bit of eyeballing. So I just put it in and try to get it centered as best I can. Like that looks good enough. Okay, perfect. Now if you notice, if you want this to get closer and closer, you just keep repunching it. Like I don't want it that far out. So I'm gonna put it back in here, and I may do this 2 or 3 times. It's all, yep, I'm gonna do another one. That looks better. Yeah. Okay. talking to myself with that part. All right, let's get these bits out of here. So I've got my base, and see, this really is curling up. That's just how it goes with the vellum. All right, I'm going to put this on. Actually, let's stick some glue dots under there too. I've got some of these left from Paper Pumpkin, which I can't tell you enough that I save all these adhesive bits from the Paper Pumpkin because they come in handy for other projects. And I can probably put one here. All right, that looks good. So this is popped up with dimensionals. No saggy bits, so let's really stack this up. Six. Is that enough for you, Gail? Yeah, I love that punch too. I think I like this one better. I mean, I know we have other ones that are fancier. But this one I just like as a general, like with the flag look. Because I love that triple banner punch that we have. The bigger one, you know? Okay. So, nice. All right, let me see if this is... Nope, that's still a little moving around a little bit. All right, but in the meantime, so like I said, I wanted to throw some vellum in. So I used, this was another die cut from that I actually didn't have on my piece. It was this one. So I just die cut a couple of those out of vellum. And I'm just going to tuck this in randomly. And then I also punched out using the sprig punch out of vellum. I like this one and the leaf punch that we used to have, just to add little bits and pieces. Punches are easier for me. Like, I like this, the part that punched out from the die itself. I like this, but I wouldn't want to run this through the Big Shot like a bunch of times. It's easier for me to just to do the punches. All right, and I am going to do glue dots on this, and I'm just putting it on the bottoms. Let me see, I need one more of these. I'm trying to keep it the same as I made the first one, just so I don't have to rethink everything. All right, I'm picking these off. Now I just tucked these in, so like I'm gonna have to see which way do I want these leaves to go. I think like that. So I'm just gonna tuck that there. Nope, a little bit more there, and one here. And this is just like placement. I like them on opposite sides. That's gonna work. And now I can see I can put another glue dot under here to hold that, to tack that vellum down. It's all in what you will be able to cover up. All right, so that looks a little better. And I don't mind that it curls up some, really. All right, and then I'm going to do more glue. So for being both Bermuda Bay, this glitter paper is a little darker than the actual cardstock, but that is okay. A little difference doesn't hurt. All right, and now I got to hold this down a little bit more. These beads are, yeah, that's getting dry. I think between the glitter paper being a little slicky and the beaded pearls being, that's a metal back. It's just taking a few. All right, but I will bring in the finishing thing. I've gone back to these Artistry Blooms sequins. Let me bring this one back in. So for this one, this was, like I said, this was Sweet Sugar Plum, which was the last bit of paper I had, and this glitter paper. This, these are the Rich Razzleberry sequins. I think they look like really good enough, you know. It's a little bit darker, but I like it. So I'm going to use the blue ones from here, which are Coastal Cabana. They're going to be a little lighter. I know that. but that is fine. I'm okay with it. So I'm going to put one there and some smaller ones up here. Same pattern that I did before, so I'm not rethinking everything. Okay. So that is our first card. Sparkly. And the poinsettias don't have to be colors that you find in real life. So, I love it. Next. I'll put these off to the side. That has to dry some anyway. I do have to swipe this glitter off of here. Okay. While I'm getting the other stuff out, I just want to remind everybody, today's the last call for my Christmas card classes. The last two. There's that, we're using the Perfectly Plaid, the tree set, and the, banner year. That is the Christmas card session. And then the next one is the tag buffet. And I've got both of those on my blog. So go up here and there's a learn at home. Let me write that down. It looks like that at the top. Click on that and you'll see the info for both those classes. But today's the last day to sign up because I have to get that order put in so I can get everything cut and prepped and shipped out in time. So class is actually December 5th. We're doing that by Zoom. Oh yeah, love the sparkles too, Virginia. All right, so last call on the class. Next card. This one I wanted to use the gold cards and envelopes. These are in the mini catalog. Look at the shimmer on this. I hope it shows up. It's like shimmery white, but on steroids. It is so shimmery. I love it. And I went with like vanilla and white. I like putting that together. So this pattern paper has a white background, but then the rest of the card I'm using vanilla. And I'm also mixing and matching glitter pieces with gold foil. So this one I'm going to do the opposite. All right, so let's get our card and envelope. Now you can write on these envelopes, but I do, I print labels for my holiday cards anyway, just because, I send like 120 cards and I don't have that I don't want to do all that writing. I write on the inside and I figure that's good enough. Let me put that out of the way. And that's all I need for now. And then I'm also going to use this vanilla and gold trim ribbon. Okay, so we are going to fold our cardstock. Oops, let me get these envelopes out of the way. These really are so pretty. I know I can't really, I can't tell you how shimmery they are. You have to see it in real life. All right, let's fold that. And put our Christmas paper, and I'm just taping this down. I didn't want to cover up any of this pretty border. That's a gold foil border. I like this newspaper look to this paper. All right, that looks not quite perfectly straight, but whatevs. All right, so again, let's go and assemble our poinsettia so that can be drying some, and then I will do the embossing. And here you can see I'm using some of the little ones, and like I said, opposites. So I cut the whole sheet out with the gold foil and then the gold glitter paper. And then just mix and match the pieces. So I've got our foil, our little ones, and then our holly leaf, and again I'm going to use dimensionals to build this up because I like that height that you get. And yes, with all this, with the pearls and all the dimension, I am probably going to have to put extra postage on this and get it hand canceled so it doesn't wreck it. But I think I can find somebody that is worth the extra 15 cents. You know, it's not the end of the world. I never worry about something being like too heavy or anything like that, because I mean really it's not that much. All right, and then we'll go back to the minis. Or can I get regular ones on here? Okay, looks like I can get regulars. And all right, I'm just gonna cut one of these off for this one. That looks a little too tight. All right, peel these all off. Virginia, did you get the beaded pearls to go with this? I like them. They're very bulky, but they're like perfect for these centers. Okay, that's good. And let's get another one of these beaded pearl clumps, and we'll glue that on. Oops, that might be too much glue. Ugh, we'll see. Yep, a little bit. That's okay. It dries clear. I'm not going to worry about it. So meanwhile, I want to emboss my greeting. This time I'm going to go with gold. And I think this is another 7/8. Yeah, 7/8 inch. All right, so Versamark, embossing buddy. So with this mixing and matching, if you had cut out, yeah, for the thicker stuff, yep, peeling off the back layer. You know, the new stuff doesn't have, hi Anne, the new stuff doesn't have that extra layer, the new glitter paper, and it doesn't shed the glitter as much. So I think I'm going to have to get some of that. But I have like probably 8 packs of the red. So I'm just going to have to use all that up. Oof. I thought I was doing so good cleaning my Versamark or keeping it nice. Glitter everywhere. All right, let's bring in some gold. And I forgot what I was saying. Oh, the mixing and matching. So you could do red foil and red glitter paper. You could do vellum, which I did punch some out. So I punched a bunch of these out, a bunch of the poinsettias. I punched them out of a bunch of different paper. So the ones that I don't end up using today, I'm just going to show you the die cuts because they are really cool. All right, let's put this back. And you can totally make a copy of this card. That's anything you see here, you can totally copy. All right, embossing this. Yeah, I was telling the girls earlier, I will post the measurements. Oh, sorry, Anne. Okay. Yes, thanks, Gail, for saying that. Definitely copy. I wonder, how do I turn it? I gotta look into doing the closed caption stuff. I don't know if that's something I can set when I set this up. Hi, Peg. All right, so this time I'm using the flag punch and I'm doing both sides. And again, I have to eyeball it since it's 7/8. And is this gonna fit? Yep. Okay. So again, I'm gonna pop this up with dimensionals while I'm waiting for that glue to dry on the poinsettias, on the beaded pearls. Yeah, thanks, Gail, for responding to her. I'll have to do it later. But do you know if there's, if I can turn, I know I can do the closed captioning. I think it does it when I put it up in YouTube. I think there's a button for that. But for lives, I don't know. I'll have to look into that. All right, so I'm going to put this right about here. Okay, now let's go to this bow. That's what I'm going to show you. I know a lot of people have different bow makers. I got this one a bunch of years ago, and it's just pegs with, you know, dowels in it. I will usually tie them by hand, but sometimes I want something, this seems a little nicer. So this is how I use it. And this ribbon, it doesn't matter which side. There's no like right side, wrong side. So I put it, wrap it around here. So they're crossed over. This goes over, oops. This goes over and under. Then I tug it. And this goes through here. So if you want to watch that again, you'll have to go back and like slow motion it. But then we have a nice little bow. And these, I mean, different people make them. Like I bought this from somebody who their son was Connor Haverstick, but I don't think he does this anymore. But you, I mean, you could check. But plenty of other people have bow makers. Yeah, yep. Oops. And then I just pulled that. So I should have tugged this, give it a good tug, and then I can trim it. And there we go. And actually I will show you, so if you don't have that, this is how I would tie a bow. I would do a loop and come around and then through. That just makes it, the loops are longer, and then you have to do more tugging and playing and all that. Oops, and it wants to escape me. But it's good enough. Most times I would do this. Okay? And Gail, tell her, yeah, I'll find something to send her for the bow. Okay. All right, now let's get back to this. So I want to glue dot my ribbon, my bow. And I'm just putting that like right here, right off to the side. And then I'm going to glue dot these holly leaves. So I'm putting it on the top of the holly leaf, and then I'm just like, again, gonna eyeball. I want this kind of in the corner-ish. And it's not gonna be exactly the same as this one, as my first one. Oops. All right, that, of course it stuck down where I didn't want it to. All right, there. And I'm gonna say up here. All right. Now, yes, I know this glue is totally everywhere. It's gonna dry clear. Do not worry. But I am going to, I'm just gonna put the glue right down here since I'm having a hard time with this. All right, and that's gonna be perfect. Get these out of the way. All right, now these little guys, I do want them to have mini glue dots under them. And I don't want to cut those up. Like, this is all I have left from this sheet. I want the actual dots, so hold on a sec. Let me get this. I think I have some right here, hopefully. Yes, brand new sheet. Okay. Let's move this out of the way. Put that back. All right, mini glue dots right in the center. Right in the center. And then I'm going to add some pearls, which these are larger size pearls that I have. These are retired. But any pearls you have will work. All right, I'm going to put that one there, and similar, like right there. And then put the pearls right in the center, because the pearls tie in with these pearls. I like it. And like I said, it is bulky. I am probably going to have to pay extra, but that is okay. Yes, and you can share to your customer. Let me just hit like. Like means yes. How about that? Okay, so here is both of them side by side. And you can see, like, I think this would be pretty in the gold. I mean the red. If you had red foil and red glitter paper, and then just mix and match them, between the foil and the sparkly bits. I love it. Okay. Next, announcement. So right before I came on here, I was on the website doing something else, and I saw that the online extravaganza is posted. I don't know if you saw that, Gail or Virginia. I think Sue was on here too. Thank you, Sandra. But the sale, so usually it's like a week long, like around Thanksgiving. This time it's one day only. It's next week, Tuesday, November 24th. And it's everything in the annual catalog with the exception of a list of things. So before, they would give us a list of things that were on the sale. This year they're giving us a list of what's not on the sale. And the list of not is like basics, like white and vanilla cardstock and envelopes, a couple of punches. For some reason, I think pumpkin pie cardstock is on there, but not all the other colors. I don't get it. But I just saw that, and it's an Excel spreadsheet, which I did post to in my group here. I mean, on my page here. But I'm going to work on that after this to get it in a PDF. I'll just copy and paste it from the Excel, because not everybody has that, has Excel anymore. But that's Tuesday only. And, you can still get in on my code for my donation. So that's going pretty good. Thanks again to everybody who's put in their orders so far with the code. And that's that. More info will be posted on the sale. All right. Last thing, I want to make a tag. So when you cut out all that stuff, you get all these holly berries. And so I stuck these together, and I added some more pearls, and that's what we're going to make. Oh, and then I will show you. I'm going to do it in gold this time. So this is from the Halloween dies, but I like this as that shape of a label. So we're going to use that. And I think, I'm going to do red with that one. And then I'll show you the rest of these. Ugh. So again, this was from the Sweet Sugar Plum, and I'll just make another tag with that too later. But pretty, pretty. So I think red and gold are going to look good together, I should say. So I've got this little bit I cut out from the Tasteful Labels dies. And then this was the vellum, that poinsettia plush vellum, that it's got that feely stuff. So right from the get, I am going to, this time I'm going to use glue dots on this so I don't have to wait for it to dry so long. Let me see. Got these 5 left. Now on this, I can hide the glue dots under any of this plush stuff, and then we're not going to see it. So, like I said, hide the adhesive on vellum whenever you can, because I have not found, and I have spent money and, believed them when they said, oh, it doesn't show through vellum. I've been through so much of that, and it's all lies. I haven't found anything that really does not show through vellum. All right, just picking these little bits off. Oh, and this part of the tag, so this is cut out of foil, gold foil, and you can write on the bag. This is from the Ornate Layers dies. That's a good size for a tag, I think. All right, so I'm putting that there. And then I'm going to take just a regular like 1/8 inch hole punch and punch it out of the top. This one is actually going to get put together pretty quickly because all I'm doing now is I'm going to glue this on. And actually I'm going to use dimensionals for this. So I think that's going to hold pretty good even with that plush paper. Okay. Peel this off. Whoop. Now on the silver and blue one I did embossed the greeting, but this time I think I'm going to stamp it in red since I'm going with this red poinsettia holly bits. So see here I've got the dazzling diamonds glitter paper and embossed it in silver just because that all ties in. I like it sparkly sparkly. But this time I'm going to do vanilla cardstock with red ink, real red. Actually, let me go cherry cobbler because this looks very cherry cobbler. Or we can stamp both of them and see what we like better. Happy Holidays. This comes from the poinsettia set as well. Okay, I think that's going to be the winner. Oh, and I forgot to clean my stamps. So I don't know if you've gotten the refill lately. It comes in this huge bottle and with the spray bottle. If you don't like this huge bottle, you can just refill your smaller one. But I used to have 3 small bottles. So now it's easier for me just to have the one. All right, Happy Holidays. We're going to try this in the real red also, and then we'll see which one looks better. All right, more cleaning. Oh yeah, Virginia, you should get the gold edge cards, but use them. There's 10 in a pack. So use them and you will love them. All right, let's hold this up. All right, I was thinking cherry cobbler would be better, but I do like both. All right, so I'm using a 1.5 inch circle punch. All right, and then we will, so you can see, I don't know if that's, this, I don't even know, that punch is so old. I don't even know where I got it. All right, but this was, like I said, from the Tasteful Labels, and this was like the largest scallopy bit. All right, so let's see how that looks. That's looking pretty good versus that. That's a little too dark for me. So, all right, since this is going on glitter paper, I am using the liquid glue. And I'm going to have to hold this here for a minute. All right, so let me just put my hand down there. All right, so while I have you guys here, while I'm waiting for this glue to dry, I just need to, all right, check the time, 15 minutes. All right, like I said, I got a webinar at 12 I got to go to. Next week is Thanksgiving. Yes or no, do you guys want to do some stamping? Because we're staying home. We're not going to our family, but we are going to cook stuff and maybe trade food, but we're not eating till 4 o'clock. So if everybody or anybody wants to, oh, that's crooked. Let me move that. If anybody wants to be here for some stampy time, I am down for that. I just have to know. So just write in the comments, yes or no. Are you available and do you want to hang out next Thursday at 11, like my normal time? What dies are the small scallop circles? These are from Tasteful Labels. The Tasteful Labels suite. And that is out in with my Big Shot, so I don't have them here to show you, but You can look it up, right? All right, and then we will put dimensionals on this. Oh, and you know what? I forgot to put any gems on these. Ugh. It needs more sparkly. Or pearls, since I used the pearls. So let's use the last of these. Let's put one here. Actually, I'll do one here, and then I'll do a smaller size. And these are still like the old ones that had like the three different sizes. But I'm gonna have to make do. I'm using them up. All right, that didn't land exactly where I wanted it to, but that is really stuck down. All right, let's put that there. Yeah. I like it to 3. Even though this is a group of 3, I want 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I like that better. More sparkle, but see, I've got sparkle and pearls. I figured rhinestones would not work with this because of the pearls here. So that was my thinking on that. And where did I put the ribbon that I need? Is it right in front of my face? That's usually what happens. I want that gold edge ribbon that I had for the last card. Oh, you know what? Maybe. Yep. I got ahead of myself and put it away. All right. So for this, I didn't really measure. I just eyeballed. That looks good enough. So fold it in half and go from the front side, front to back. All right. Then I take this little loop and fold the tails up through this loop. All right, and then I will tug this down a little bit and through. So that is that. Thanks, Virginia. All right, let me get my glue, everything out of the way, and you can see, there we go. So I like the golden red and the blue and silver. I like them both, and happy holidays. So then let me show you real quick the all the other bits that I cut out. So this was, I cut some out with silver foil. So these are pretty. And I think I'm going to put these with, this is the diamonds stuff. And actually, I wanted to layer both of these. So I'm going to glue this up real quick. I'm going to combine this silver with, wait a minute, I wanted to use some with the vellum because I cut these out with the, this is from the Plush Poinsettia vellum also. Do I want that or this or this? Oh, I think this is it. Okay. So I'm going to pull all these bits out. Vellum, vellum, and then we will, these looks like, it looks like snow, sparkly snow. I love it. And I think I have a bunch of sheets of this too. Ugh, get out of there. Okay. But, so just to show you, this was one cut out of the red foil or glitter paper again. This time I used that faceted gem. You're going to order this for your last hurrah. Oh, you're funny, Gail. All right. And then this, like I said, this green and red foil pack. This is from the holiday catalog. This red, really, it reminds me of the Lovely lipstick. It's not really real red. It's slightly different, but it is still pretty. And I like all these silver ones. So I mean, look at all this goodness. I have to find something more to do with these little ones. And I think I'm going to go look at that. Ooh, I like that combination. Maybe with some rhinestones. Put on my thinking cap. All right, but let's glue these on together first. And this time I'm just going to do straight up glue. At least between these layers. So I'm taking the plush vellum and the diamonds glitter paper. All right, and then actually then I will dimensional this layer on. And this is just playing. I'm not actually going to make something with this. I just want to see how it's going to look because I think it's going to be fabulous. And then I'll have to make like an all like white on white card, like white and sparkly. All right, and again, I'm changing up this direction. So like, all right, and get the middle one for the vellum, a little bit of glue. And again, alternate that. Ooh, this is really coming together nice, but it's gonna take a bit to dry. All right, and then this last layer. Ooh, this is super pretty. I am gonna need something in the middle of that final this final vellum layer. Let me pick this up. All right, and change it up the direction. And this is still moving. All right, and then one more. I'm going to put a little bit right in the middle. Oof. It seems to be stuck. Oh, here we go. All right, so I'm going to have to let this all dry. But look how pretty that is. Sparkly and vellum. I love it. I'm going to do something with that. Oh, I had a little glue there. Ugh, that was what was sticking. Okay, so that is it for today. And I will get these posted by tomorrow. I'll take all the pictures and show you both. I really love this with the foil and the sparkly paper and then flip flop. Love it, love it. And then let me see, is this all in the frame? I think it is. So like I said, this was old glitter paper, but I want you to use any glitter paper you have, even purple. I saw some poinsettias done in purple yesterday and I love it. So red, purple, green, whatever, make them all. All right, so that's it for today. Thanks for being here. And again, put in the comments if you are available next Thursday if you want me to be on here and show some stuff. I need yeses specifically if you want to. Otherwise, that's fine. You know, we can take off. It doesn't matter. But if I don't see you, then have a good Thanksgiving. And I will catch you in December. Yep. And then one last plug for I'm doing my workshop this month is 25% is going to the Wreaths Across America. And that is the code right here. And that workshop is in my, it's on YouTube and it's on my videos here. You'll get the make and take if it's 40 or more, but any order counts towards my fundraiser. So, okay. Have a good week, everybody, and I will catch you later. I got 5 minutes to set up for my webinar, so that's good. Thanks again. Bye.